So, good morning, students, and welcome to the recorded class of today's science. That is, today we'll be studying chapter number 8, that is force and pressure. Class 8, force and pressure. So, what are the basic objectives of this chapter that we'll deal with first? As you can see in the slide, the basic objective is to learn about force and its various effects. And among these tests, we'll learn about the types of force. We will learn about the different types of forces. We'll also learn about the pressure and its types, and we'll also know about some kind of atmospheric pressure. So basically today we will deal what is force. Now force is something when you exert on a particular object and that particular object has some displacement. Now suppose you are pushing a wall. So if you are pushing a wall, then the wall is not moving. So though you are applying some force, there is no work done. So whenever we apply a force, some changes come. So among those changes, we have force is actually a push or a pull on an object. It changes or tends to change the state of rest or state of motion. Point number 2 is it changes or tends to change the state of rest or the state of motion of an object by pushing. So it is trying to change the state and to change the motion. So suppose a car is moving at a constant speed. Now you have to apply force on the brakes to make the car stop, which means the car was moving and you are applying some force to make the car stop. Whereas if the car is at rest, then you are making some effort to make the car on or to push the car. So as a result, what happens? The car starts moving. So it changes or tends to change the state of rest. Means when the car is in motion, and you are applying brakes to bring the car to the rest. And when the car is in rest, you are applying motion to bring the car to the motion speed. So students, point number 3. It cannot be seen, but its effect can be seen or felt. You cannot see the force, but you can understand the effect of the force. For example, I take this particular specs and I start this spec to crush it. I applied force and this particular spec, it got bent. You can see this particular spec got bent. Now, if I apply force, then I can open this spec. I can open also this spec, this side. So I'm applying force on this particular spectacles. But I cannot see the force, but I can see the effect of the force. For example, when you press the dove for breaking bread or for making chapatis, the dove changes the shape. So I can feel the shape, but I cannot see the force. So you can exert a force to bring the change, or you can exert a force to bring the change in shape or change in rest, whatever it is, but you cannot see the force. So a force cannot be seen, but its effect can be felt. Next point. It is caused by interaction. It is caused by an interaction. Now, without the interaction, force is not possible. Now, suppose I become angry on you, I slap you. So, if I become angry on you and if I slap you, at that time, the force can be felt on your face, but I cannot see the force. So, interaction of one object with another object produces a force between the two objects. Now suppose I am taking this pen cap and I am trying to crush it. So in order to crush this pen cap and my hand should come in contact. This pen cap is an object and my hand is an object. So two objects must come in close to make an interaction. And that is called force of interaction. So once again I repeat, let's have a recapitulation. Force is a push or a pull of an object. Force is a push or a pull on an object. It cannot be seen, but its effect can be seen or felt. Either you can see or you can feel the effect of the force. Now suppose you are sleeping. If somebody tries to wake you up, he is applying force on you. Point number 3, it changes or tends to change the state of rest or the state of motion of a particular object. As I told you, if the object is at rest, then you can apply force to bring the object into motion, and if an object is in motion, you can apply force to bring the object to rest. And point number 4, it is caused by interaction. An interaction of one object with another object produces a force between the two objects. So you need a force to be exerted between the two particular objects. Now, what is the direction or the magnitude of force? Now students, force is a magnitude and force is a direction. If I apply force in a particular direction, then only the body will move in a particular direction. So force is a magnitude. If I apply more force, then the body will try to change between two other places. So suppose there is a wooden block, in one side you are pushing a lesser force, in the another side you are pushing greater force. So because you are pushing greater force here, so box will move here. So remember, objects always move in that direction of the greater force. The direction in which the greater force is applied, that direction the object always moves. So forces acting on an object in the same direction add to each other. Remember, forces acting on an object in the same direction, they add to each other. Now suppose you are applying 5 Newton. SI unit of force is Newton. Okay, SI unit of force is Newton. You are applying 5 Newton this side, again you are applying 7 Newton this side. 5 Newton, 7 Newton. So both will get added up. 5 plus 7, 12 Newton. And if forces acting on an object are in the opposite direction, means one side 7, one side 5. Now opposite. Then it will be subtracted. 7 minus 5, 2. And when you, in the same direction, suppose a box is here, means force A is also coming this side, force B is also coming this side. Both are coming the same direction. So the forces acting on the object in the same direction, they add to each other. So suppose you are giving 7 Newton this side, again you are giving 5 Newton this side. This side you are giving 7 Newton this side, 5 Newton this side. It will be 7 plus 5, 12 in one direction only. But if you are giving opposite direction, suppose 7 Newton this side, 5 Newton this side, then it will be 7 minus 5, 2. So on the same direction, both the forces on the same direction, they get added up, and if the forces are acting on the object in the opposite direction, then the net force is the difference. Because I am giving you 7, you are again giving me 5. So I am giving you net 7 minus 5, 2. Because I am giving you 7 Newton, you are balancing it by giving 5 Newton. So ultimately I am giving 2 Newton. So please watch the videos. SI unit of force is called its magnitude. Means Newton, 7 Newton, 10 Newton, 5 Newton, 20 Newton, 50 Newton. This is called magnitude. And the SI unit of force is Newton, which I already told you. Again we revise. Forces acting on the same object in the same direction get added up. Now you can see a guy in the slide, you can see a boy pushing a car. If again I push the car in the same direction, then the car will move fast. When you see, sometimes when vehicles get stuck off, people push the vehicle from one direction only, many people. So that the forces of many people, they get added up and the vehicle moves. But if I give force from opposite direction, from here also I am giving, from here also I am giving, then the forces get subtracted. So this is an overall idea of force. Now we will be dealing with effects of force. Point number 1, a force can change the state of motion of the object. Means a force can either stop the object or a force can either change the speed of the object. Point number 1, a force can change the speed as well as direction. How? A bowler is bowling. The ball is moving towards the batsman. The batsman hits the ball towards some other direction. So initially the direction of the ball was towards the batsman. But when the batsman hit with a bat, the direction of the ball went towards the boundary. So the bat changed the direction of the ball, and also the bat changed the direction of the ball. The bat changed the direction of the ball, and the bat changed the force of the ball. So a force can change the speed as well as the direction of the object. Point number 2, if the force is applied in the direction of the motion, then the speed of the object increases. Now suppose a body is going in one direction. Again you are applying force in the same direction only. So the force will be more. So if the force is applied in a direction of motion, suppose a car is going this way only, suppose the car is going this way, and you are applying force this way only, suddenly the speed of the car will increase. So if the force is applied in the direction of motion, then the speed of the object increases. The reverse one, if the force is applied opposite to the direction of motion, then the speed of the object decreases. So which means if the body is moving this side with a motion and you are applying force from this side, then the body will stop. Suppose I am pushing you from this side, another guy is pushing you from that side, so you will be stopped here only. That is the concept, that force can change the state of motion of the object. Next point, a force can change the shape and size. A force can change the shape and size of the object. Which means, suppose hammering a nail. So the nail, if I put on the wall, then I hammer it, then the shape of the nail also changes and the nail gets inside the wall. The shape and size changes. It can change the size, yes. Suppose a water bottle is there. Suddenly I crush the water bottle. So the size of the water bottle will change or not? Because if I am crushing the water bottle, I am applying some force. So the water bottle ka size changes. It can change the shape and size both. Now suppose I crush the water bottle from this side, both the sides. So the size also will change and the shape will also change. So these are the effects of forces. So let us have a recap whatever we have taught. So initially we started with what are the objectives. So in this chapter we will deal with the force and its effects, the different types of forces, to learn about pressure and its types, and to know about atmospheric pressure. So first point we did, force is a push or pull. It changes or tends to change the rest or the state of motion. It cannot be seen but it can be felt, and it is caused by interaction. And remember, forces acting on the same direction are always added up. Means a force, if a force is acting on the this side 7 Newton, again this side one more force 5 Newton, then the net force will be 7 plus 5, 12. And if the forces are acting in the opposite direction, then they are subtracted. Suppose you are applying force from this side 7, this side 5, so it will be 7 minus 5, 2. Or you are acting 7 this side, 5 this side, it will be 7 minus 5, 2. The strength of force is called a magnitude. If somebody asks what is magnitude, magnitude means the strength of the force. How much force you are applying. And the SI unit of force is Newton. 10 Newton, 5 Newton, 12 Newton. Effects of force. Force can change the state of motion. If force is applied on the direction of motion, then the speed changes, increases. If force is applied opposite direction of motion, then the speed decreases. And at last, the force can change the shape and size of the object. So we conclude today's class. So go through the video once, and the notes has been already posted in Google Classroom. So go through the notes, and there you will get some examples that how forces get added up and how forces get subtracted. When forces are exerted in the same direction, they are added, and in the different direction they are subtracted. So go through the video and go through that particular notes. So hopefully it will be okay for you. So in the next class we will start the different types of forces, which is our next objective, point number B, to learn about the different types of forces. That we will study in the next class. So till then, thank you very much students for listening, and go through the video and the notes very carefully. Thank you. Have a good day.